I just keep getting drawn back to this spot. And that's the lookout up there, where those people are. Where I said I was sitting on this big rock like a motorbike. This is it. I came back and did it again. And I've been jumping off those ledges there and some of the ledges over there. I climbed all the way up to the top of the waterfall on the right this morning because I've seen a few people jump off there. And I had this whole metaphorical thing about like all the stuff I've been saying in the journals. Like you don't have to do the biggest, most scary, most skits thing out there. Like you don't have to do this. And for a moment it was actually like harder for me to not do it. And then I went back down to like halfway and jumped from like halfway because it's all slippery and shit up the top. It's a bigger risk. And I was going through all that stuff, like this big metaphor around risk and is it worth it? And I decided like I don't need to do this. I don't always have to do the most ridiculous thing. I say as I'm sitting on top of this rock. But there's things, you know, things that feel like a healthy challenge. Like getting up here feels like a healthy challenge. It doesn't feel that hard. And climbing up some of these other cliffs, it's like it's in my comfort zone. And if I was thinking as well, if I just practice climbing more and practice jumping off shit, like there'll come a time where it's natural to do a backflip off something like that. And it always comes up when I see other people do bigger, more hectic shit. It's like that inferiority thing. But you don't have to, you just be at the level that you're at. Like if somebody saw me up here and they're like, oh, that's so cool, I've got to do that. And they've never climbed a rock wall before, that could be really bad. You could really fuck yourself up. But for me, I'm so comfortable here. I'm not comfortable over there. Even though it's like the same height and shit. It's fine getting up there. You start down at the left of the waterfall there and you go up through the center. Probably shouldn't give it a how-to guide. Don't do anything that I ever do in a video ever. Or talk about in a video ever. Disclaimer, live your own life. It's getting to that hot part of the day now where I've got to be in the shade, and every other day I might even be a bit pink, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm pinkish, between pink and brown. Every other day I've been like walking, there's like a few kilometers up around the creek and all different spots and stuff. And I've been doing walks and shit, but today, as it comes to the hottest part of the day, I've set up in the shade down here and I'm just going to spend the day here and just have a good day. And it's going to be awesome. And I've got my book, I'm going to read a little bit more of that. And yeah, be heading off from Litchfield soon, back up to Darwin for a minute. It's probably about the time that I'll start releasing content. So this is all backlogged, this has all been recorded and uploaded but it hasn't been published. So I'm going to start publishing in the present moment for me. I'm going to start publishing shortly, and then in, I don't know, a few weeks time or something, maybe you'll catch up to the journal that we're up to now and you'll see everything. I don't know what the point is of saying all that, because as you're listening to that, you've already seen everything. But for me, that's what's happening. Cool dragonflies flying around. Heaps of fish in here. It's just wildlife and nature. Oh man, can't get enough of it, eh? Ooh. Can't really see, just like buzzing with life in there. Maybe you can see. Oh man, this is it, eh? This is like one of the best spots I've ever found. I'll come back here just like not roughing it. I'll come back here for like a day trip sometime for sure. Like this is one of my favorite places I've ever been. It's, I guess as well because I've had so much transformation and shit occur here, and like I've spent it's been a really good time. Like a lot of good stuff has been emerging and I've processed a lot of stuff, and I feel like I'm ready for a lot of new things. So I'm always going to love this place. It's going to be one of those things where I'm going to feel connected to this place because this is where the transformation happened. yeah. Also looking forward to air conditioning and I was going to say a hot shower, but there's no way I'm having a hot shower in Darwin. It's going to be a cold shower, but it's still going to be a shower. And like shampoo and soap and shit actually feels good now. Like when you smell this bad and you've been bathing in natural rivers and creeks, yeah, you really notice how awesome just the little things are. If I'm really honest with myself, the only reason I climbed up here is because I thought it would be cool for the journal. I thought, like, one more cool journal while I'm here. Like, why not? I don't even know, like, how crazy this actually seems, or if it just seems like, yeah, regular day. It would be really cool to jump up here, but you can see, like, oh, maybe you can't see. I can see, like, rocks and stuff. The water's clear enough that you can see where everything is. I think you can see one big one, like, there, like, way far away from where I am, but I can see a few just here as well. That's another reason why I didn't jump off there, because I know I checked over there and there are rocks, so you'd have to land in the right spot. They're deep enough that you'd be okay. But it's just like added to that risk. Like, do I really want to risk everything just so that I feel like more of a hero? Like, no, I'm done with that. Like, I just want to be where I'm at. Because where I'm at's still pretty cool. I think so. Yeah, it's all like forming in my awareness, like all the new possibilities and ideas and everything I've been imagining. It's all like coming together, like the Rubik's Cube animation logo thing that I have on my main channel. It's like that, like all the Rubik's Cubes solving themselves and coming together to make a full image. It's like that, like just all these new ideas are finding their place in my new reality that I'm imagining first before I actually go out and take action to create. And it's really cool. And the more time you give yourself, like the bigger the picture that you can create and the more imagination you can give it before you take action. So I think better than just imagining for a little bit, like imagining for a minute, and then coming up with one cool thing and like trying to implement that into your already existing reality. Like actually give yourself some time to step fully away from what you've already assembled, step away from the Lego box, and start creating something completely new out of here. And then once you're done playing with this Lego, see if it can integrate into that old picture. And if it can't, maybe that old thing that you were constructing doesn't need to exist anymore, because now you've spent so much time creating this new thing, and maybe this new thing's better. Just a thought. It's all metaphors, eh? Why can't I just tell you straight up what I'm trying to say? I don't know, metaphors are good, metaphors are fun. Metaphors allow anybody who's listening to it to draw like a lot more insight from it. Like, you know, like oral cultures, they pass down stories and dance and song. And it's all encoded in those metaphors and everything in those things. And like a Zen koan. Zen koans, like it's like a phrase that you just meditate on until it breaks your brain basically, and then you see the reality differently. All that kind of stuff. I think that's better than just saying like a how-to guide of how to do life. Very literal and linear and step by step. Because you don't want that anyway. You don't want to be a cookie cutter version of something else. You want to be yourself, and you want to have your own insights, and you want to feel like it's yours and you created it. Even if you are drawing from all these other sources and you're building on top of a foundation that's been here through thousands and millions of years of evolution and civilization and society, like you still want it to belong to you. So yeah, me personally, I don't really want to be told anything. I want to hear the metaphors and see the metaphors and learn from experiences and learn by being shown what it's all about, and just finding out that for myself as well. I enjoy it. I'm just talking. I'm getting pretty good at talking. I'll leave you to it for a little bit, eh? And I'm going to go get out of the sun and go for a swim.